Good morning, folks. Welcome back. It's John Pettipas. It's a beautiful morning. The crows are eating and the frost is burning off the ground now as the sun comes up. And I never done one of these before. This morning is a brief video. I've already done a tribute to WILFRED LANDRY when I learned he passed on and went to heaven late last fall. But tomorrow morning, this morning I should mention it's 25 minutes past 7 o'clock in the morning, on Tuesday morning, the 19th day of April. Tomorrow morning, the 20th of April, would have been WILFRED LANDRY, wonderful Acadian stock, mother from Frankville, father from Punkadannick, County. He would have been 100 years old. And a remarkable man, and it's this beautiful, bright morning. WILFRED, as all of us love any morning, but a beautiful, bright morning like this, spring here and look into planting. He would have just loved a morning like this. And we can't change the past. I know he was an elderly gentleman, had a good life. I seen a picture of him. Speaking of a gentleman was up here one evening and showed me a picture he had on his phone of WILFRED. And he was still very vibrant. It's hard to believe he's gone. I know we can't change the past, but he was so vibrant and smiley and robust. WILFRED was robust. He didn't deteriorate physically or mentally. He was a remarkable man. And tomorrow, I just had a piece on out of New York and the morning news, and the guy on from the New York Times. They know everything. They can make the big lefty. He knows everything. WILFRED LANDRY would have been 100 tomorrow. There's a lady that died at the home in Inverness, and they're wonderful people at home, but it was not her home, and she lasted in the home about less than a month and a half. No reflection of the people at that home. It's a wonderful home, and they really care for the people. But it wasn't her home. And nobody's counting these people. How many people die of loneliness when they were all locked up? The guy was on, the judge said that you didn't say you can't. The judge ruled in the United States, you do not have to have masks on airlines anymore. And the people have the right to choose. And you get these liberal, socialist, communists of the New York Times. And this morning argued, no. The judge, if it comes to abortion, no, my life, my body, don't tell me what to do. But it comes, and the guy and the host with him said, tell people not to eat fried. Joe Kernan, very smart guy from Ohio, the great state of Ohio, the Buckland Bible himself, tell people not to eat butter, or tell people, I'm not against butter, but not to eat butter, or not eat fried chicken, or whatever, not put salt on their food. I mean, where does this stop? I'm not being out of line in saying this. I sincerely believe that had there not been all these lockdowns, WILFRED LANDRY loved people. He drew energy from people. I can sincerely say I'm quite confident WILFRED would still be with us and here tomorrow morning to celebrate his 100th birthday had he not been isolated the last several months of his life where he was at. And it's just these rules. Those rules you never see. It never comes out, Dr. Bobby Strange, Terrible Timothy, before him, Ian Rankin when he was on a sober morning. And Dr. Bobby Strange, he's expert. Okay. He knows everything. What should I know? Bobby, I'm going to have oatmeal for breakfast with rhubarb in it or applesauce. Is that good for me? I'm going to put milk on it. It's homogenized milk. Is that good? Should I be going to use 1%? What else should I be using? Skim milk, 1%. What's good for me? People got to be given the right to lead their lives. When God, I personally know of almost 6 people that have died just shy of their 100th birthday. And every one of them, the lady in Inverness, WILFRED LANDRY, their attitude was so good. But when you take people away from interacting with the public, it really does something to them. You could probably take away food and they'd live when juice and whatever for a little while longer than they would without interacting with people. We've paid a terrible cost for this biological germware from communist China, and all these lefties out there want to run your life. But then I'm going to stop at that point. Wilfred was a wonderful man. It's a bright, beautiful morning, and he would have been, everybody I know would have loved to seen had Wilfred still with us. He was a remarkable man. We all know this, and this is the type of morning that he would have loved every morning, as we all do. But it would have been like a kid at Christmas. He'd be out there getting his tea and his toast and his bacon in him. And yes, he ate bacon, and he lived to within 5 months of his 100th birthday. So take that, these politically correct ones. Wilfred ate bacon, I'm told. And it looked pretty robust and healthy to me. Anyway, he'd be out there doing his kindling, getting his limestone and fertilizer, and looking forward to the future. We've paid a very high price for these lockdowns, and we'll never quite get the numbers on them, but nobody will tell me otherwise. With that, we remember Wilfred Landry. We say top of the morning to him, as Howard Sampson would tell somebody. I just said that in birthday greeting to somebody, Irish gentleman from Rocky Bay, said, "Good morning, George. Top of the morning. Top of the morning." Howard Sampson, Peter Broad come in the store and working night shift and say, "Top of the morning, John Patrick." So we say top of the morning to Wilfred Landry up in heaven this morning with his wife Kay and loved ones have gone before him. All the best. God bless. And get a good breakfast yourself. And if you want butter on your toast or bacon with your breakfast, eat it and enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye for now.